I'm quite torn on where this line of experience and attraction, etc. is. I'd really like to try and unpick it as much as possible, because I feel that experience is required or is created from an emotional connection in some way. In order to form memories, then there needs to be an emotional moment that you can attach that memory to. And in some more traditional settings, I find it difficult to work out how they're going to make those memories. As you said, walking past glass boxes with old things inside them, in no means to berate our fantastic industry. At the same time, is that what people are going to want going forwards? How do they turn that to an experience? And I believe maybe there's an interactivity that's required there. But what do you think places can do to make more of an experience, to give people now what they want more?
Well, something also, I mean, so many things happened over the course of the last 2 years. You could write a thesis on stuff that happened under COVID that should better inform the visitor attractions economy. In fact, I may do it. Not now, I'll give it a while. But one was the explosion of digital. This is so your area. So we locked down in about March the 22nd in 2020. Within days, there was an explosion in digital output from everybody, but particularly from visitor attractions. So whilst museums and galleries and cathedrals and zoos were physically closed, they were virtually open 24 hours a day to the world. And very often, I really felt that there was a pressure on digital staff in those visitor attractions. They were carrying the burden of the organisation because they were suddenly responsible for the entirety of the experience and the output. One of the things that we learned is that digital can excite and invite and entice and entertain and get people on that customer journey, so ultimately they potentially do the kind of secular pilgrimage and come and visit on site. But it can't actually replace the visitor experience of standing here on the spot where history happened, where nature heals, where things grow. And so that authenticity of place, standing on the spot where history happens, being there, I think will never go away, because authenticity becomes more and more important the more we get inauthenticity and more online stuff. But when people do go to places, they want to experience it largely for themselves and be curators of their own experience. And so that's where offering people really immersive experiences becomes really, really important, to let them enjoy things at their time, in their way, on their terms. And that's where I think visitor attractions can adapt and finesse what they currently do.